When being frugal is just not cutting it anymore and you want to take the next step up on your path to rich, to wealth, to having all of the things, what the heck do we need to do? Here are 20 habits to help you on your journey to being rich. Make a list before you go shopping anywhere for anything ever. Yes, make a list before you go to the grocery store. Also, make a list before you go clothes shopping, before you go office supply shopping, before you go furniture shopping, house shopping, car shopping, makeup shopping. Why? Because if you're going with no list, it means that there's no goalpost. There's nothing to check off. That means the sky's the limit. We've shattered the glass ceiling.
Inconceivable.
When you go to the Hearth and Hand section at Target, you lose all sense of like what you actually need, what you actually want, that you were trying to pay a medical bill, but instead they have all the pretty things. This gives you guidance and intentionality with your money and your shopping. Bored? Want to do something for fun? Don't browse for fun. The research shows that adults make an average of 35,000 decisions a day. So when it comes to your money at the end of the day, or maybe even at the beginning of the day, it's all too much. We're thinking about too many things. So one of the best things you can do is to automate a lot of your financial decisions. Your utility bills, that's gonna be your house payment, your car payment. You can automate investments, saving for college, saving for Christmas. And the best thing about automating a lot of your financial decisions is that you remove the decision fatigue around money. Money is a very emotional topic.
You got money?
65.
Most of us don't come in and check our balance on the computer every single day. I don't expect you to, I'm not asking you to, but almost every single one of my bills, contributions, savings, and sinking funds are done completely automatically, which means I only need to log in about once a month to make sure everything's copacetic. As I'm checking in all of my accounts, Hulu is going up from $1.99 a month, which is a promo bonus I got, to $10 a month.
Inconceivable.
I think, my friends, it is time to cancel Hulu. Now, I just want to let you know that if you're a student and you have ID and you can prove it, students still get Hulu for $1.99 a month. But for the rest of us, it's going up. And here's what I know for sure is Black Friday is coming up really soon. And if you want your streaming services, go ahead and cancel all of them like right now. I guarantee you on Black Friday, there's gonna be some really amazing deals. Once I got Hulu for 99 cents a month for a year. Hulu canceled. What could you cancel today? Why does this matter? I'm telling you the $7 in savings does not break the bank. But when you have 10 of them and it's $7 for 10 or $15 for 10, now we're making a dent. Now we can move it onto something else in our life. Investing in our 401ks, like saving for college. Cutting your expenses is the first step to making a big difference. But to really move the needle, you need to combine cutting your expenses with learning an income producing skill and making more cash. You can only cut so many Starbucks drinks. You can only cut so many manicures before you can't save as much as you can earn. When it comes to realistic side hustles, I did an entire video on this. It's this one right here. If you are looking to increase your income, I highly, highly recommend going to check it out. But if you have good skills, people will hire you. I'll give you a couple I know right now. If you have like my job, if you know how to produce a podcast, you can video edit, you can do email marketing, you can edit shorts, you can create printables. All of those skills are highly wanted in this field. In fact, I know some people, so if you have those skills, you're looking for a job, you can shoot me an email at support@frugalfitmom.com, this email right here. If you're serious about looking, all the women I know who are looking for high quality people need someone who is committed, who is professional, and can stick to deadlines. Do you hate chores? Me too. But something that helps me a lot, not only to take care of my house and feel good about doing things that I don't really love to do, is to also work on my brain at the same time by listening to audiobooks or podcasts while I'm doing household chores. Now, I despise putting away clean laundry. Washing it, fine. Hanging it up to dry, also fine. Putting it away, don't like it at all. But when I pop in an audiobook, I feel fine about making my bed, also something I love to do. Doing the dishes, chopping vegetables, sweeping and mopping the floor, vacuuming the floor, folding laundry. Here's some audiobooks that I'm listening to right now. Okay, I have a novel. It's called Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I'm having a hard time paying attention to the names in that one, but my friend recommended it and said it was just completely amazing. The one I'm really enjoying right now, I also listen to it in the car, is called Extreme Ownership. It really makes me think differently about how I react to certain situations. Like, am I self-aware enough to make myself a better person? So I love that I can get physical things done while also maybe improving who I am. While I'm in the kitchen, let's also talk about the 30-30 rule. When it comes to taking care of your house and taking care of your mind, you also gotta take care of your body. When you physically feel good, you mentally feel good, and you can focus on all of these other money tasks that I'm giving you today. I've been trying for the last several months to have 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up, and then also to have 30 grams of protein at every meal throughout the day. That's breakfast, that's lunch, and that's dinner. So one of my favorite ways to do that is with protein powder. Like 2 scrambled eggs is only 14 grams. You're so not close enough. My little Greek yogurt cups are only 12 grams. I like those all, but they're not enough. So I actually like protein shakes. These are the ones I am using right now. One serving of this one is 22 grams, so I do like a serving and a half. And then the Jocko pre-made drinks, these are 30 grams. So I can just snag one of these. This is my breakfast. I can throw it in my purse. I can go in the car. And like, I've got my 30 grams. Boom, like that. It's so easy. Oh, did I mention? Jocko is sponsoring today's video. Jocko Fuel's science-based formulas are designed to help athletes of all ages perform their best. I love these little grab-and-go guys because these have the 30 grams of protein that I'm looking for, and my friends, you can never go wrong with chocolate. The labels are super easy to read. They have a short list of ingredients you can actually recognize and pronounce. And while I love the powder for a budget-friendly option to get all that protein in, I'm telling you, the grab-and-go drinks are like money when you have to run to practice or run to a sporting event. And did you know that you can get them at Walmart? All Jocko products are available in all Walmart stores right now, so they're easily accessible. I live in the middle of nowhere, and even my locally owned grocery store has the Jocko protein powder. Chocolate mint, this baby's coming home with me. So if you have a Walmart by you, run over, check it out. However, if you want to go ahead and buy straight from Jocko, they gave me a discount code for you guys, 25% off using the code Frugal25. It's going to be the first link down the doobly-doo, but remember, you can also just add it to your Walmart pickup order as well. These have 30 grams of grass-fed whey protein, and that's more protein than most shakes. But Christine, what about the texture? Or is it gritty? Is it chalky? No, it is smooth, silky, and creamy. No grit allowed. They also have a ton more flavors. Now, obviously chocolate's my favorite, but they also have a sweet cream coffee, vanilla, and banana cream, which my husband keeps taking for me. What up with that? You want to try any of the Jocko products? Use the code Frugal25 for 25% off your order, or of course, you can pick it up through Walmart. Thanks to Jocko for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the rest of the tips. Do you use your social media intentionally? Have you ever scrolled so far that you've reached MySpace again? Because that's how long you've been on it. You've gone back in time all the way to then.
Where? Back to the future!
This is social media right now, but this is what it does do. I can go on Instagram right now, and I am sold plane tickets, beautiful homemade bagels, gorgeous outfits, opinions, arguments, rants, a beautiful house that I don't have, a super muscly body that I also don't have. A lot of the things that are pushed to me, I mean, for me, it might be the same for you, on all of these apps, all of these social media apps, are things that I don't have that I wish I did. So it makes me feel ungrateful. It makes me feel jealous. It makes me feel less than. And all of those things are a lie. It creates a false internal dialogue. This is not reality. I want you to know right now that social media is not real. I do social media as a job. Social media is not real. I do my best to be authentic and real with you. I do. I'm sure you can see this nice, clean couch behind me, but you know what you would see if I flipped the camera around? A couch full of blankets I haven't folded yet. And if I flipped it around to show you the coffee table you were sitting on, you would see papers and clutter and a water bottle my son left. And if I turn it over a little bit more, you're gonna see my son's homework desk, which is a total disaster. There's crap all over it, because this is real life. And social media is not. How can you do this intentionally? I'm gonna tell you what I did, and then you can choose for yourself. So on Instagram, any person that makes me want to buy things or makes me have negative feelings in any way, I do not follow them. 80% of the 42 people that I follow are people that I know in real life. You can set time limits for yourself. You can remove the apps completely. Check this out. Take the app off of your phone completely for like a week and just see. Just see what happens. See if you are more productive. See if you are more content with your life. I feel very, very strongly about this as someone who works in social media. If I don't make you happy, if you come on my channel and you are upset, I am asking you to not watch my stuff. You want to unsubscribe from the channel because you feel bad when you hang out with me? That is not what I want. That has never been my goal. My goal has always been to help you feel more confident in your life, in the kitchen and in shopping and managing your home and in your finances. That's what I want for you. I want you to gain confidence from my channel, not to feel bad. Next up is to delegate. You do not have to do everything yourself. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't manage your house by yourself. You shouldn't do all of the household chores by yourself. Hey, would you go do the dishes? Thanks, honey. Here's the rule when it comes to delegating. If someone else is loading the dishwasher, you do not get to tell them how to do it. If someone else is folding the towels wrong, you do not get to correct them. If someone else is making dinner and you don't like the way they're chopping the onions, step away.
Get back, witch!
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Let them do it wrong because it means you're not doing it. If you're not doing the chore, you have no right to criticize the chore that is being done. Also, that's a tip for a healthy marriage as well. How often do you go for a walk outside? There's so much science surrounding getting sunlight on your face, on your skin, and the mental clarity from doing cardiovascular activity. You actually don't get the same clarity from resistance training. Did you know that? Sorry, I'm blonde, so I have squinty eyes on the sun.
Nonsense.
Please include walking outside into one of your daily habits. It does so much for your mental health and therefore the rest of your life. Check your net worth 1 to 2 times a year. Building wealth is slow. And then the market does that a little bit. It's up, it's down, who knows what's going on. You invest in the Peloton and just like that comes out and then the Peloton stock crumbles, you know what I'm saying. You don't want to check it all the time, but if you are systematically putting things in your IRA, your 401k, you're paying off your house, yeah, go ahead and check your net worth like twice a year. That means adding up all of your assets, the part of your home that you own, cars that you own, cash in your emergency fund, the money in your 401k and IRA and whatever investments you have, and then subtract your liabilities. So your mortgage, car payments, student loans, credit card debt, and see what the total number is. What's the number? The goal is that every 6 months when you recheck, the number is up. If the number's down and you didn't do something dramatic like buy a house, we need to review why your net worth is going down over time instead of going up. Have you ever heard of the phrase, eat the frog? Mark Twain has been contributed to coining this phrase. It might have originated with a French writer, but definitely for sure it was mentioned in the 2001 book, Eat the Frog. Eating the frog is a productivity task, which means you are tackling the worst goal of your day, the worst chore of your day, getting it done, specifically the first thing in the morning. The first task that you do today is the one you really, really don't want to do. So you can get the most challenging task over with, feel a sense of success, and then you can build success on top of that, and then the rest of your day can go more smoothly. There is something about accomplishing tasks, especially ones we don't want to do, that gives us a ton of confidence, which bumps our motivation into continuing on to be more productive. Document your achievements. When you do something great and you are proud of it, document it. Now, I'm not saying you have to do a whole bunch of bike races and then put all of your race bibs on this and then hang them up in your home office or gym area, but you could. Sometimes documenting of my achievements, especially as a stay-at-home mom, were really crucial to my sense of self and accomplishment as someone who stayed home with my kids and took care of the house and earned no money and hung out with toddlers all day who didn't speak adult, making my bed, taking a picture of it, and sending it to my husband as like, look what I did, was to me documenting my achievements. You need to have a way of looking back over the amazing things that you've done, all the effort that you've put in, and give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a standing ovation. Give yourself 10 pats on the back for kicking butt today. You deserve it. If you have goals, but you're not writing them down on a piece of paper, You're basically giving yourself permission to not accomplish them. Dr. Gail Matthews, a psychology professor in California, did a study on goal setting and found out that you were 42% more likely to accomplish the goals when they were written down. If I were in Vegas, I would take those odds. Another great thing about writing down goals, first of all, 42% more likely to actually accomplish them, is number 2, you're in essence decluttering your brain. You don't have to think about it anymore if you have taken it and put it on paper. How to set an extremely effective goal? Don't use the word more. I want to be more fit. Too generic, too arbitrary. What does that mean? Don't use an ER at the end of the word. I want to run faster. Faster than what? Faster than you used to? Faster in a 10K? Faster running upstairs? Faster on a trail run? What are we even talking about? Be very, very specific in the goal. I'll give you a different example. I ran the Circuit Series trail race at Targhee Ski Resort this year. It was so hard. I thought I was going to have a stroke and die on the trail. There's a time cutoff that you have to hit a certain mark at. Okay, so I finish it and I have my time. I would like to do the Cirque Series at Targhee next year on the exact same course, 8 minutes faster than I did this year. In order to do that, I have to hike more, road run consistently, like at a 10K probably pace, and do more elevation training. Oh, I used the word more. No, I need to do elevation training minimum once a week. Now we've got a goal. Also, if you come next year, we can hang out. Come say hi. We talked earlier about automating your life. Let's add a few more to that. So number 1, I definitely want you to automate your investments. That's your 401k, your IRA, and any other investments you want to make. Kids' college, make sure you have term life insurance. Set up all of it as a bill in your budget so it comes out every month and you don't think about it anymore. Next is when you automate your life, maybe automate some other things about your life. Maybe you select a capsule wardrobe so you're not making decisions when it comes to getting dressed in the morning. If you've never done time blocking of your day, it can be an incredibly effective tool when it comes to accomplishing deep thought tasks. It could be work, it could be very creative things like writing a book or maybe filming a video. It could also include cleaning your house. Deep, tight focus for a block of time allows you to be incredibly productive. And one of the keys for me when you do this is to take your cell phone and pop that puppy on airplane mode. No phone calls, no notifications, no social media. You know what? Lock your door, turn off the lights, and laser focus into what it is that you want to accomplish in 2 to 3 hour chunks of time throughout your day. One of the big secrets to being frugal and therefore being able to spend and invest your money, which leads you into being rich later in life, is being grateful for what you have, being grateful that what comes to your life, being grateful for what comes into your life, and being satisfied with what's going on right now. They've done studies recently on writing what's called a gratitude journal. The way the study goes is if you write in a journal in a full sentence 3 things every single day that you are grateful for, you rewire your brain into finding the positive aspects of your life, which means there's no room for any of the negative aspects of your life, which means when you look around, you see good things. The glass is half full instead of half empty.
Look, already it's half empty.
I'd say it's half full.
You have to do something that makes you happy. Going scorched earth for 10 plus years is not the life I want you to live. I don't want you to eat beans and rice and beans, and tuna packets for 10 to 20 years, all in the name of being frugal. That's not what it's about. Find something that makes you happy that's not spending money. Find something else that makes you happy. Is it reading a book, painting your nails, a bubble bath? I really, really love a hot, steamy shower. Oh my gosh, I can sit in there for an hour. A fantastic podcast about happiness is called The Happiness Lab. I highly recommend it. All about how money really, really does not buy happiness, but it can buy Reese's peanut butter cups, which is kind of the same thing.
Don't know that we know they know we know.
Now, I don't expect you to do all of these habits in one day or 1 month or even 1 year. If you can take 1 or 2 and apply them to your life until they become habits you don't think about anymore, eventually you're gonna realize you are living an incredibly rich, and fulfilled life. And that's the only thing I want for you. Remember, if you want that deal from Jocko, it's the first link down in the blue below. Thanks to them for sponsoring. Thank you to you for hanging out with me today. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So my son and I went to my mom's house, help her clean out her pantry. My mom overbuys food. That's probably where I get it from. And I knew there was some stuff that was expired in there. So we went over with bags. She's on vacation. So we could help her out. And we found tons of stuff. Rice Krispies, expired in 2019. I don't know what's up with that. An entire bin of s'mores containers. So my son totally grabbed that. So he could do s'mores in the backyard with friends. Like bags upon bags of stuff. Baking chocolate, expired. We took it all. And I realized I had all of the ingredients to make scotcheroos. So I got out a ridiculously large mixing bowl and I decided I was gonna double it. And I measured out my 12 cups of expired Rice Krispies into the large bowl and I got a whiff. I got a whiff of the many years past the best by date on these Rice Krispies. My friends, it was foul. They smelled so rancid. And I think a reasonable person would have thrown them away. But that is not what I did. I decided that if I mixed in enough corn syrup and peanut butter and chocolate and butterscotch chips, you wouldn't be able to taste that they were rancid. So I went ahead with the process and covered up the nasty smell with a whole lot of sugar and peanut butter, melted down the expired chocolate and expired butterscotch chips, poured it all over the top. And my friends, I was right. You cannot taste the rancid Rice Krispies. So if you have rancid cereal, go ahead and make a little treat. You won't actually have to throw any of it away. Although I think I hurt my retainer when I bit into it because it was really firm and now my tooth hurts. So maybe make them for your kids. And if you have a permanent retainer, maybe you don't take a bite because now I gotta go call the orthodontist.